So you ain't never seen Twa?
Nah, man, some movies I ain't seen, man. I gotta get my movie game up.
Twa, man.
Movie.
Twa, they was like I think it was like a threesome, but it went wrong and like the chick went crazy. It's a black film. Yeah, like that one. And what's the other one where the girl was what's the other one?
Yeah, I seen a couple of those. Don't they have like 3 or 4 of them movies?
I think they got like 3 or 4 of them joints.
I think I seen the one where
it's like Black Erotica.
I think I seen the third one.
Like Black Erotica.
Hold on, yeah, I seen those. I seen them joints. I seen like I think I seen the one where hold on, I gotta look it up, but I seen
little light skin that was supposed to be New Holly Berry, but she never like
but wasn't she like a pimp?
I think
she was a pimp.
Black Erotica.
And then she had like she was the pimp, and you know she had like male escorts and stuff like that. And then she had the one dude that was I forgot the dude's name, but he was like her favorite one or whatever. And then like they had a little thing or whatever. I don't know. I seen them. I seen the third one. I think that was the third one.
Black Erotica. Hey man, I kind of want to invite somebody in here for this one. I don't know who's available.
Who available right now? Anybody that's watching right now? Who trying to jump down? Who trying to jump down?
And the reason why, because I think I'm unqualified to talk about Chris Brown versus Usher.
You ain't, bro. You are more than qualified, fam. Why did you want me to send you that Chris Brown link?
No, because I was gonna put it like I was gonna do a post for work about like quintessential Chris Brown songs because I mean, first of all, it's my job. And I was thinking of evergreen content, get my work on. I was thinking about evergreen content. And, since people was talking about Chris Brown was talking about, battling himself. That's the only person he needs to battle. He don't think him and Usher is a good battle. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm qualified because we had this conversation in one of our earlier joints. I've not listened to a lot of Chris Brown music. You had gave me the playlist because you was talking about some, I need to hear some soulful joints from Chris Brown. And he was like, oh, he got soulful joints. And I was like, ain't none of these motherfuckers soulful.
I said he got joints where he's singing, bro. He got some joints where he's singing. It's not. Hold on quick. Hey Joe, what you on, fam? Hey, can you jump on a live stream real quick?
Hey, I gotta put some clothes on.
But it's like I don't know. Can he get it? Oh my god. This Jay Moore. He'll talk about Chris Brown. Real quick. He said he got to put some clothes on.
Put a t-shirt on.
Hey, I need you to jump on his live stream real quick. I'm gonna send you a link. I don't know if you can do it from like a.
Put some t-shirt. He can put it from his phone.
Like, will I be on video?
Yeah.
Just put his shirt on, man.
Can he do it from his phone or like an iPad or something?
His phone. Yeah, he put on the
computer here. Is there a camera on it?
Yeah, but just put a shirt on.
All right, I'm gonna send you the link real quick. Hop on. I'll tell you jump on in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna send you the link right now.
Jay Moore just got through fucking.
All right, pause. Yeah. All right.
He just got through fucking. like, yo,
he got something going on.
Hi, man, I just got to get some pussy. Fam.
Yeah, you saw that high. That high was like, hey, in the background. Hey.
Yeah, that's I think every last one of us has had that call before. We just got through fucking, and your homie call you, and you be like, hey, what up, fam? Like, hey, and then the girl be in the background, especially if it's being random, like a girl you never met before.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how you doing? Because she want to meet his friends. I think every last one of us.
But before we get to the Chris Brown joint, you know what I'm saying? We got what other things are happening in the
shit.
Brandy dropped the R&B album this week.
Brandy dropped a very nice album.
I like it.
Maybe Jay Moore. Jay Moore, he's perfect for that too, because Jay Moore is like the man of the stars. I was at an event with Eric Benét, and I name dropped Jay Moore just because I wanted to be something.
Did it work?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, Jay Moore. You know Jay Moore? Yeah, that's my man. That's my brother." Eric Benét. He's like, "Oh yeah," and then I got him to do some shit for me. He's like, "All right, cool. It was for work." So I was like, "All right," I name dropped my man. He's like, "Oh yeah, he's a nice brother, man." So yeah, but Brandy, I recommend y'all listen to the Brandy album. I think Brandy is dope. But more than just listen to the album, Brandy is on the list of artists for me that I wasn't supposed, like when you was growing up, no nigga was supposed to be like, yo, listen to that new Brandy nigga.
Facts.
Yeah, like
no, man, you're right.
Okay. Oh, there's a group of art. Like, let's have an honest conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Time for an honest conversation. I'm 38. So let's say 13, 14, 15 years old, right? Mm-hmm. There's a group of artists that you might have listened to when you was younger that you didn't want your homies to know you was listening to. Brandy is one of those people for niggas. Brandy is a dope singer, but you wasn't gonna be with your niggas. You weren't gonna be with them. There you go. Oh, he got a good shirt on. Hold on.
Shut the fuck up. Hey guys,
you said you was doing some extracurricular activities, and Mike interrupted.
I am not.
Welcome, Jay Morg. You are live on Some Dude Pod, episode 52,
y'all niggas
my
hit
boy.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us? Now we can't hear you.
His mic, he got to go up in there, connect the mic again. Go up in the cam mic joint.
Check.
There you go. There you go. There we go. He got the good shirt on too. Well, where you gonna use some money?
No, I had a cocaine deal beforehand.
Hey!
There's literally nothing on under this. Like from the bottom. What's up, my guys?
What's good?
JR Bang. Pause.
What's good, man?
Mike
I was talking about how I name dropped you to Eric Benét at an event.
Oh, you did? What you say?
He's like, oh man, that's a good guy, man. That's my brother, man.
Yeah.
How y'all know each other? All right, cool. What you need me to do?
You tell him you was my weed man or no?
No, I didn't. Not that time. I'm gonna use that. All right,
that's my brother right there. Shout out to E.
So I asked Mike to bring somebody on because I feel like I'm unqualified to have this conversation. Like everybody is talking about Usher versus Chris Brown, and I don't listen to a lot of Chris Brown.
You know, I was just having this conversation with a lovely young lady at dinner not that long ago today about who Chris Brown can match with, and I was thinking Beyonce. But as far as Usher goes, I think Usher would be a great match for. We were mainly talking about like people who are great matches, period. Like we were speaking on the Rick Ross and 2 Chainz mismatch up, and how I
you think it's a terrible matchup?
I think so. I think Ross is going to wash his laundry, pause, and then I suggested, based on Joe Budden's podcast, that Meek Mill will go against 2 Chainz. I think that would be a great matchup. One that I would like to see personally. Rick Ross, I would like to see go against Tip or Jeezy personally, because his track record is just too extensive for 2 Chainz. He's not going to go the distance.
Interesting. Interesting you say that.
I think it's a terrible matchup because I think they're two different artists.
But I think that's what makes it interesting.
I don't think so. I think at the essence of both of them, they're of the trap cloth, but they both can really rap, like authentically rap. But Rick Ross has the track record.
While I agree with you on that, the albums we love from 2 Chainz are not his rapping albums. His first album was a rapping album. But he still gave you those club joints that made you basically. No, I ain't saying he wasn't, but we're not like us. We know he rapping, but when the majority of people, especially the casuals, listen to 2 Chainz, they don't hear the bars; they hear the anthems. Whereas Rick Ross, we hear both. Now, I will say this. I think it's not a balanced matchup. I think Ross is going to win, but he has to play his cards right because of everything.
Rick Ross?
Yeah, Rick Ross has to play his cards right. If he go up in there BSing, like how Snoop almost did at the end of the DMX joint, which is liable to happen depending on how comfortable rappers get. He will mess around and lose.
I think personally, when it comes to Rick Ross, he has too many cards to play. He can go the mixtape route and do the Rich Forever mixtape and do the shit with motherfucking Nas, Triple Beam Dreams. He can go to the album cuts with fucking. He could go with features. Fuck with me, you know I got it. Like he can go so many ways. I think 2 Chainz is very limited. He should stick to. 2 Chainz got some classic verses and singles.
And I think,
the big joke.
Go ahead, Jamie. Go ahead. I'll finish.
No, I think 2 Chainz' big joker is, he got a couple big jokers actually. He
Mercy.
got Mercy, the Player Circle record. He got what's the shit? Low key, what the nigga should play that niggas don't even fucking talk about is his verse on motherfucking Schoolboy Q's first album, What They Want.
Yeah,
that nigga killed that shit.
Yeah, but he probably won't play that. He's probably not gonna play that one.
But but if he was smart, he would, because his verse stands out.
Yeah,
he definitely marked that shit. But if you want to stick to the shit that everybody know, like that's why I think 2
Chainz has, like, people think he's gonna get washed. I think that's the advantage right there, because it's not just a album cut battle. Like, Chainz got radio records, he got album cuts, and 2 Chainz can go 20 songs and they all features and they bangers.
Like, give me five viable features that 2 Chainz would play in a battle. Besides Mercy.
I mean, Mercy is a go. He could play
Mercy is the top.
Okay. Hold on. He could play what did he have with Wayne? He could play the Wayne. What Wayne he got that song.
He could play his Ali Boom Aye.
Ali Boom Aye with the game record.
Yes.
Game record. Nah, bro. Hold on. I gotta dig real quick, because
Chainz went on a run. If you can't, I could tell you 5 Rick Ross guest verses that he fucking killed.
Really?
Yes. Nigga killed motherfucking what's the shit? John with Lil Wayne, which is fucking top tier. Shit. Well, what's the shit on Lord Knows, Drake?
Yeah.
He got way too many, bro.
2 Chainz got Drake verses too, though. He got the All Me joint from Nothing Was the Same. He could go there. That's a banger. That's a banger.
But it's not. I mean, but Rick Ross would blow that out the water with fucking Maybach Music. No, not Maybach Music. Aston Martin Music or Maybach Music. Shit.
Yeah, any of the. Two of them Maybach Blues are getting played.
Yes. Luxury Tax, whatever. Not to mention, like the shit the nigga Ross like really spits on. Like, I can tell you one song that will end the entire battle. Rick Ross's verse on Devil in a Blue Dress off My Dark Twisted Fantasy. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That will totally destroy anything anybody has ever recorded in their lives. The way that shit was set up, like that, like the sky opened up and God came down on that shit. after the nigga, what's the nigga that Kanye always worked with, the white boy?
Mike Dean.
Mike Dean, the guitar riff, the solo, and then he just came in that bitch like you heard the shit. So I think that Rick Ross is just a different breed, bro. Like, he's not only thing that could fuck with that shit is Young Jeezy's first album or Tip's Paper Trail. Like, he had to go against either Tip or Jeezy. And because of him and Jeezy's beef and shit, I can see how that will be in poor taste. But, Tip will be a viable nigga. You know what I'm saying? To be honest. Like, they got the relationship and all that shit. And I personally didn't want to see a Tip 50 battle. That's just me. I didn't want to see that. But me personally, I think that Rick Ross is going to win this in a landslide. I think 2 Chainz will have He will surprise us with a couple joints, but it's gonna be hard to top the DMX motherfucking Snoop Dogg battle because that shit was just like great on a lot of levels. So I genuinely have fun at that motherfucker.
But let's go ahead, Bang. Go ahead.
I got a question going. No, go ahead, because I got a question on the Beyonce Chris Brown joint. But go ahead.
That's what I was saying. I wanted to. We brought Jay Morgan on here because Jay Morgan is a Chris Brown fan.
Okay,
I am.
Bang don't like Chris Brown. Bang don't like Chris Brown.
Whoa.
He don't respect Chris Brown. He ain't got no respect as an R&B.
Why don't you like Chris Brown?
Well, we go. Bang be trying to flip it, bro. Like I literally had to. I've had to defend Chris Brown on this pod.
So no.
Bang don't fuck with Chris Brown.
No. I am just not. It's not that I don't fuck with Chris Brown. I just am not a big Chris Brown fan. I like R&B singers. Like I like people who singing. That's who I like.
Wait, you said you like R&B singles?
Singers.
No, like R&B,
I like true singers. That I'm a Layla Hathaway guy.
Okay.
Like
it's a generational thing.
Right. I guess you say I guess you would say like I like singers. Like if you like what Mike is talking about is that I said that while he's a good artist, there's not one song of Chris Brown where he's like singing. And Mike gave me a playlist and I was like, nah, he's not singing.
Bullshit.
He's decent, but he ain't singing. I'll dance to these joints, juke a girl to these joints, do all that, but I like singing as singers. You're right.
What songs did you send him, Mike?
I'll send you the playlist, Bang. Morg, I'll send it to you. I sent them some fire, fam.
Yeah, and I was just
I don't know what he talking about. I sent them a fire ass playlist of Chris Brown joints.
I mean, singing. You talking about niggas blowing? Pause.
Yes, pause.
But we know Chris Brown ain't that. He doesn't cater to that style.
And I understand that. That's
Chris
why I
has
said,
records.
that's why I said he got joints, but I'm not. Like when I listen to R&B, I need to be in a different mode, and I don't necessarily want to be up in there, pop out. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. That's a valid point of preference.
Yeah.
Personally, everybody has their preference. I personally like the records that Chris Brown plays. Like when I'm he has songs for. The mood, like when it comes to the bedtime, in the bedroom situation.
Yeah, take you down. Yeah.
Take you down.
He has other records that take you down.
Yeah, he does. Heartbreak on the full moon, on a blood moon, whatever that shit called. He got some joints on there.
Yeah.
I could definitely add to that playlist, but I definitely feel like, and truth be told, Beyonce don't have those records either. But she also can blow. Like it's crazy. Her vocals are disrespectful. But the reason why
you said she can't?
No, she can't.
No, she can't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, her voice is like Beyonce is the Jay-Z of her era, like of her lane. Like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy. So like I understand that, but why I was putting them together is, talent level, volume of work, and consistency. Like even in the bullshit Chris Brown got fucked up with, he was still producing, and does he have a classic album? That's the question.
I don't think he has a classic album.
Beyonce does. B-Day is a classic album.
Which one?
B-Day.
You said B-Day. I think Chris Brown got a gang of classic songs though.
What Chris Brown album is a classic?
X is close.
So you talking about the Chris Brown albums? The Bang ain't familiar. Bang ain't familiar.
I'm familiar with the album.
A lot of people, when it comes to when I think about Chris Brown's classic albums, I can honestly say that I don't think he has like a set in stone classic.
Oh no, nigga, Fame.
I was just about to say, hold on, wait. I was gonna get to that. His first album is possibly, I think, front to back, his best body of work. But
Oh, man,
I think Fame is the album. I think Fame is more of an important album. That's his most important album.
Yeah, but
That's his
Fame
most
had,
important album.
Fame
But
had
Fame
them
was
records, dog.
Fame had records on it though. But Fame is his most important album because that's the album that catapulted him back into stardom after the Rihanna shit. Because he dropped the album Graffiti after the Rihanna shit, but that shit didn't hit.
Right.
But then he switched it.
This album, yeah, this the Deuces album. That album, okay.
Yeah.
That album
that's the
is
one that
nice.
had the Deuces.
No
that's the one that had the Busta Rhymes record.
No,
Busta
no
Rhymes and Wayne
bullshit.
record.
No bullshit.
No
Deuces.
bullshit. Deuces.
Look at me now.
Look at me now. Yeah, it had the Yeah joint, the Yeah times 3 joint.
Times 3.
Wet the Bed.
Wet the Bed with Luda. Yep.
Classic.
Yep. That's the album. I think that might be his closest thing to a classic, I think. If we're gonna pick one. And I think just how important that album was for his career as well.
Deuces, no BS. She Ain't You.
She Ain't You. He flipped Michael Jackson shit so fire. Yes. Yep. Yeah,
Wet
he
the
had joints
Bed.
on there.
Beautiful People.
Beautiful People was, he had everything on there. He had everything. He touched every genre like he could possibly touch on that album.
Watch this, Mike. Watch this, Mike. Watch this. Watch this. That's a classic.
There you go.
I think like I had to go back and look at the track list just to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That shit stands up.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
That's when I be getting mad at folks about when people be like, yo, the album just came out today, 3 hours later, it's a classic.
Some albums are like that. The Blueprint was like that. Nah. When I first heard the Blueprint, September 11, 2001, it was a fucking masterpiece. You understand me? I was listening to Ghetto Fabulous with disgust.
I let shit breathe. I'm the let shit breathe guy. But those songs off Fame album aged the fuck well. Especially She Ain't You.
She Ain't You. And I, to this day, on the record, hate that song.
You hate She Ain't You?
I appreciate what it did. Can y'all see me on the stream?
We can't see you. We can hear you though, but we lost you on the visual.
I thought you was like,
no, I'm trying to.
It's trying to like bring you back in, but you're not there though. But we can hear you though.
Look.
I'll log back in. Y'all talk to yourselves.
Yeah, but I thought Jake Moore was doing something and was talking at the same time.
I'm glad to hear you say that though, babe. Chris Brown got a classic.
Yeah. No, Fame would be the one. I think Fame would be the one. But I also believe that, and this is partly, I think this is partly our fault, right? And I won't say partly our fault. It's maybe because he went through. I think if he didn't go through that bullshit, we'd probably be talking about this album.
He will be the top nigga ever.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because that album, like, I still remember when Deuces dropped.
Deuces was his entrance into the game, and I really hate that him and Kevin McHale or
McCall.
Kevin McCall fell out because he single-handedly brought this nigga back to life, writing that record and Strip, because Strip was fire. Strip was on Graffiti.
No, Strip was fire.
Oh,
Strip was on Fortune.
Yeah, still fire though.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I will say it's. If somebody were to throw out the question to say what is his Confessions, it would be Fame. It's Fame ain't Confessions, but
Fame, not Confessions.
Confessions. I would say X is his Confessions, but that's my personal favorite. I love the X album, Autumn Leaves. I love Fine China. The shit with Brandy. I really love that album.
I do too.
That's just my personal preference. But as far as consistency goes, my man's up there.
Can he match up in a battle with Usher? Because it seems that it seems like the people want that. Now, I don't know if we necessarily going to get it, but when it comes to a battle with Usher and Chris Brown, can Chris Brown keep up?
Chris Brown can more than keep up. But nostalgia. Now, I don't know if we necessarily going to get it. But... I mean, personally, I think that Chris Brown can keep up. Chris Brown has a variety of records. He can go to the the pop side with DJ Falling in Love Again, where Usher played that, or Oh My God, and nigga could play Yeah Times 3 or Beautiful People or whatever. If you want to get on some R&B shit, like some real shit, like he played Nice and Slow. He could play Poppin' or Take You Down. Like, he got the records. Like, Chris Brown got the cheat code because he came after Usher, so he could have emulated him.
But everything Chris Brown can throw at Usher can counter. Like,
I agree.
He can counter, and Usher go dig. If Usher has to dig deep into the confessions bag, like he could.
He don't even have to go that deep. Usher,
he don't even have to dig deep into it, but he can.
Usher still has the record with Nicki, Little Freak. He got motherfucking Trading Places. He got.
Oh, he better not play that shit.
Trading Places is fire, nigga.
Fuck that song forever.
Nigga, the shit was about us being catered to. How could your gender speak?
I think Chris Brown might get Usher, fam. I'm thinking. I think Chris Brown might have Usher.
Whoa. Bro, you got to think, but look, Usher got shit. Usher got My Way.
No. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, he got My Way. He got was that Nice and Slow?
Nice and Slow. You make me wanna.
He gonna make me wanna.
Then he got the joints off the 8701. He could go. You ain't got a call.
You don't got a call is a great record.
You could go back to Usher when he was when his voice changed. When
Diddy was writing this shit. He got a couple joints off that first album.
Yeah, like Think of You was getting played.
Yes.
Like what I'm saying is,
but also Run It and Yo, all that shit would get played.
Yeah, Lovers and Friends is probably gonna get played.
Okay.
But what I'm saying,
the original and remix.
Right. But what I'm saying is, and remind you, I'm more Usher than I am Chris Brown. What I'm saying is that Usher pop joints is going to get squashed by Chris Brown's. It's going to get squashed. It's pop stuff. So the one place that he got Chris Brown at is his ballads. His ballads. Like some stuff gonna be even. The pop stuff gonna be even. The R&B stuff is kind of gonna be even because Chris Brown ain't really go true pop until after Fame.
Yeah. But we forget about the little records in between because we forgot about he still has No Guidance out there. He still got Party with Gucci and fucking
Nah, that ain't it.
No, he got the shit with Young Thug is popping. Go crazy. It's popping.
So what I'm saying
is, but he probably don't need to play those.
So what I'm saying is that if he controls the narrative, if he controls the narrative, he's gonna beat Usher. Because in a versus battle, you don't want to hit a ballads. You're not gonna want to hit a ballad.
Unless they're classic. Like I hate You Got It Bad, but in a versus battle, I wouldn't be mad if he played it.
He's gonna play that. That's definitely
he's gonna play it. But
I don't want to hear Moving Mountains. That shit is terrible.
He's not gonna play that. See,
like you play Here I Stand. That's not gonna move the needle. Matter of fact, out of all of them ballads, that's not Confessions.
I agree.
That's not Confessions. You just named the only one that'll move the needle.
Right.
So once you get out,
Love in This Club.
But Love in This Club is not a ballad.
No, it's not a ballad, but that's gonna go up though when he play it though.
Yeah,
that's definitely gonna go up. Yeah.
If Chris Brown control the narrative, if he come out the gate like, nah, we not playing this, fam. We playing this.
If he Jada Kiss it.
Yeah, if he do that, man.
I think that first of all, can we all agree that Best of Me 1 is better than Best of Me 2?
Talking about the
Maya record.
Maya?
The one with Hov is better than Hov?
The one with Jada's one is better than the one with Hov.
I like it better. I ain't gonna lie.
I think that's a great fucking record.
At the beat.
Yes.
The beat killed there. The beat wins that for me.
Okay.
Because Jay gets off.
Hov has a better verse. I give you that.
Yeah, but that beat, you play that in the club at that time, that version in the club,
jams, dog.
You find a woman and you grab her by the hand and you say, hey.
Love that record.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, I want to flip it real quick. I want to see. Hey, Mike Jones. Shout out to Mike Jones. Banging on lunch tables. I want you to hear this take from Jay Moore real quick about the Black Album. Go, Jay Moore. Go.
Oh, I know this take.
Go.
I know this take.
Jay Moore, we lost him. Go.
There you go. He back. Go ahead.
Go.
Is this thing on?
You're on. You're on. We can hear you. You going in and out. He has an incredibly bad take about the Black Album, and I hate it so much.
Is this thing on?
I can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
Am I being understood? Can you guys?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
The Black Album is not a classic album.
Bullshit.
End quote. I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
50% of the album. First of all, the album aged horribly, and 50% of the album is great. The other 50% is not good. If you want to go through the tracks, let's go. First,
oh my God!
Not an intro. Already points off. If we're in 2003, this is supposed to be this nigga last album. How can you not give us a fucking intro?
December 4th is the intro.
I don't want to hear it.
December 4th is the intro.
December 4th. Terrible. Track 3. What more can I say? Top 15 J songs ever.
All right.
Give me that. Encore. Top 20 Jay-Z songs ever. 5. Change Clothes. Top 3 worst Jay-Z songs ever in life. Ever. You hear me? This nigga did a single. Number 6. Dirt Off Your Shoulder. Great. I give it to you. It's room temperature water. Okay? Some people prefer it, some people don't. Number 7, Threat. Top 20 Jay-Z songs ever. The lyrical warfare on that shit, great. Moment of Clarity. It's good. I like it. I personally like it. Okay. Number 9.
Who produced that joint? Who produced that joint?
A terrible rapper.
Get the fuck out of here.
Great
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Number 9.
Marshall.
What's number 9? Justify My Thug? Or is that after?
I think it's Justify My Thug.
Oh, 99 Problems. 99 Problems.
Okay.
Great song. I give him that. PSA, top 20 Jay-Z songs ever.
PSA is your favorite Jay-Z song.
Mine
is The Evils.
No, it's up there.
Evils.
PSA is damn good, I tell you.
Okay.
You like that, bro? PSA. Allow me to reintroduce myself. The ladies approve. Justify My Thug. Top 3 worst Jay-Z songs ever.
Justify My Thug don't get the love. It don't get the respect that it should get.
Terrible.
Justify My Thug definitely grew on me.
Lucifer, fucking great. Allure, top 15 best Jay-Z songs.
My second favorite Jay-Z song of all time is Allure. Number 1 is You Must Love Me.
Mediocre, and for the weed smokers would say mid.
What's mediocre? Which one are you talking about?
The entire album. It's mediocre.
Okay. Overall, you just named a lot of great songs, and you say the album's mediocre.
50% of the album is fire. That's all.
Okay. Don't kill me, ladies and gentlemen. Don't kill me, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Can y'all niggas hear JR?
I can hear him.
I can't hear him. Say something.
Okay. So you're gonna tell Hood what I'm saying. So tell him we're about it.
Go in and come back out, Jay Moore.
No, tell Jay Moore don't worry about do that. But I'm going to because Jay's my man. He's my favorite rapper of all time. But if y'all would call that album a classic, I don't get mad. But based off of what I do with the term classic, how I interpret the word classic, it's a classic off of impact. But how you feel about Black Album? I mean, how you feel about Me Against the World?
It's a great album.
It's how I feel about Black Album. Because I don't like Moment of Clarity.
Okay.
That gets skipped. I don't like that beat. I like what he's talking about.
Why you don't like the beat, Bang?
I hate that beat.
Why you don't like it, Bang? Why you don't like it? Why you don't like the beat, Bang? Because the white rapper. Because the white rapper.
He thinks I hate white rappers.
He hates white rappers. Whoa. He hates white rappers.
I hate G-Eazy and them too.
I love Mac Miller, man. I love Mac Miller, and 2009 is my favorite Mac Miller song because of what I went through in 2009. I love white rappers, Mike. And yes, Mac Miller has a better catalog. Yeah.
Bullshit.
So,
Marshall?
Yeah, but we're gonna talk about that in a second. We're gonna get to that take in a minute if we got time.
Marshall got 3 classics, 1 masterpiece.
We're gonna get to that in a second.
He ain't got 3 classics at all.
We're gonna talk about that in a second. He hates Eminem.
Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP.
Whatever. Y'all got that shit.
This nigga, man.
Y'all got it. But with that being said, how I base shit that's classics is how well the album ages and how we feel about that album years after it comes out. Yep. I like that album, but Moment of Clarity, Justify My Thug, I skip.
Yep. You like my first song?
I skip my first song. Same. But for nostalgia reasons, I understand it. But I don't listen to that. That's 3 songs right there.
Do you like Dirt Off Your Shoulder? Do you like December 4th?
I like December 4th. I like Dirt Off Your Shoulder. I love Allure. Allure's my second.
is top tier.
Like shit. Allure is my second favorite Jay-Z song. Number 1 is number 1? You Must Love Me.
Okay.
You Must Love Me on Volume 1 is my favorite Jay-Z song. And number 2 is Allure. I love them Jay-Z songs.
Where does The Evils fall on your Jay-Z? Okay. 3. The Evils is number 1 for me.
Yeah, I love them introspective Jay-Z songs. Them are my joints. Mm-hmm. So with Allure, that album will get a push because of Allure. That album will get a push in classic status. If somebody were to yell at me and be like, yo, that album is a classic, I'd be like, for Allure alone, I'd be like, okay, I
argue this is why I don't respect Andrew Barber from Fake Short Drive. We were backstage at Pitchfork and we argued about Black Album. And the nigga said Moment of Clarity is one of Jay-Z's best songs. He said a lot of hot takes that I didn't fuck with. And I'm like, this nigga don't know. He really don't know. Because I'm more qualified to speak on any Jay-Z shit than any nigga on this planet, with the exception of Mike and a couple other niggas I know. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to critiquing Hove, I have the most unbiased lens when it comes to that shit. So when I say the Black Album is not a classic, I truly believe that to be true. There are also other projects or records or whatever. Another thing too, this may be a hot take. I wasn't moved by 444. I'm sorry. People just swear by it. I liked it, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't moved by it. I was not moved by it. I love Story of OJ. I love what it represented and all that, but as a piece of album based on what this nigga got, and just felt like he went in the booth and just freestyle, no pun intended.
This is where I put 444, right? And I agree. I understand what you're saying, right? Mm-hmm. And with the sport of rap, I think that 444 was the first album outside of the sport of rap for Jay-Z. And what I mean by that is I use Tony Bennett as an example all the time, right? How Tony Bennett, 90-something years old, still be old as hell performing, doing the same old song. I think Jay-Z, that was Jay-Z's first album at that age where, to me, it wasn't in the sport of rap. He's now that older cat that's doing it, and he's just doing it, you know what I'm saying, to stay fresh, to be able to tour, to all that. And it was still a good album to me, but I don't talk about that album like I talk about the others, because now I believe that Jay-Z is at that Tony Bennett, that Frank Sinatra. He's at that level where, I'm putting out body of works. I'm not necessarily out here trying to be the best rapper, even though I'm probably better than every rapper. So he's at that Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett joint.
I do think if you are, you know, as far as the rap game goes, if you're gonna be in it, you have to be able to compete, which is why and he feels that way too, which is why I think he, if you look back to the Rap Radar interview when B-Dot asked him about the last verse on Smile, he was like, yeah, nigga, I had to let niggas know what it is. Like, I feel like he still has that competitive nature, and I feel like you have to keep that same energy. I didn't know that he shot his brother, so on Kill Jay-Z, loved it. You know what I'm saying? I love that record. I love Story of OJ.
He said it in You Must Love Me.
He did. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, speaking on you know, and you know better, nigga, I know you do, just the way he was rapping it in that capacity. I do remember You Must Love Me. But like, just I like to hear where he was in life on that album. But if you're going to, the biggest issue I have is arguably maybe top 3 greatest greatest beats Jay-Z has ever had in his entire life was the title track to 444. If you're going to speak on cheating on the greatest woman on the planet after making something called Song Cry, I need more, dog.
You need more emotion.
I need like niggas want to know, like, I want to know, how did you cheat on Beyonce, dog? I want to know that, like, personally, like, what white bitch did you fuck? Like, I want to, and then you threw the breakfast line about Solange, you ex Solange John, all you got to do is say you was wrong, finish your breakfast shit. That's cool, but like, nigga, I need you to be a real nigga and tell the streets how you cheated on Beyonce and be authentic about it. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to do the whole take the jazz approach and scat on 444, cool, but you don't do that on that beat. That beat could have been in the Hall of Fame of shit. No ID, like, that's probably his best beat ever, but that sample, like, that shit was perfect. And then based on the story he gave about how he woke up at 444 and wanted to do this shit, I'm like, nigga, fuck out of here. I love Song Cry. I love Song Cry. But how he eloquently talked about whatever bitch he was talking about that ain't Beyonce, you need to talk about how you cheated on Beyonce in a Song Cry format.
That's fair.
One of the greatest beats ever given.
That's fair. That's fair. That's more than fair.
So that's my personal gripe with it. Also, the shit with Frank Ocean, I don't know how the fuck it got on that album. That shit was fucking terrible.
That was like maybe the only miss record on that album to me.
Terrible.
Was that song?
So you hate Frank Ocean too?
That song is the Black Album. That song is the Black Album in song format.
Yeah. Hey man, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm sorry for ranting.
No, that's fair. That's fair because you just enlightened me to some stuff that I never heard that argument.
What?
Like that, what you just said about, you know, if you cheated on Beyonce, I need this. I never, like, nobody has never came in that direction with that. So I respect that take. I respect that. Yeah, because that's interesting. I didn't think about it like that.
And he shot shots at my man Eric Benét on that shit. Niggas don't even know, you know, what happened with Eric and Halle. I'm not gonna speak on their business, but you know that, you know, he was talking shit about shit he didn't know about.
She was crazy. Halle crazy.
I mean, I can't speak on it. You know? I just know, like, you know, I take up for my man. I'm being political right now.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, and I was at Essence Fest when 444 dropped. And when I heard the record, when he said, nigga, never go Eric Benét, I paused. I said, yo, E, shit is getting hot for you in the morning, dog. He like, what are you talking about? Holmes just name dropped you in the record. He was like, what'd he say? And you know it was a title exclusive, so I had to send the nigga my shit, my login, so he could log in and listen to the record. And when he hit me back, he was like, "Well, that's interesting."
Oh my god!
So
Hey man,
it was a situation where I was like, all right, man, you know, this my man's like I'm taking all my personal shit. I was like my favorite rapper, you know, dissing one of my family members and shit. But it was quite interesting to say the least.
it was a funny bar.
He wore it pretty well. He commented. I don't know if y'all saw the comment that he hit him with right after. He said, "I am married to the greatest girl in the world." Talking about his current wife, which is Prince's ex-wives. Shout out to her. But I think that 444 could have been better. Now, if you want to speak on, I know Mike don't like this album, but I love Jay Electronica's album. Loved it.
What up, my boy?
What's up? What's good, my guy?
What's good with it?
DG just jumped in here.
What's up?
What up with it?
Okay,
Y'all hear me?
Yeah,
To meet you, my guy.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Before we get to D, what you was about to say? Just
about Jay Electronica album.
I love Jay Elec's album.
I like the Jay-Z featuring Jay Electronica album too.
I love the Muslim album. That's what it's
Cheat code activated.
Hey, look, if you got holes in your back pocket, my nigga, you will play that card too.
You right. Yeah, I will play that card too.